Hi. In this video, we will look upon cancellation or amendment with respect to registration certificate. First, let us look upon amendment in the registration certificate. Amendments to the registration certificate is permissible as per the GST law. The amendment can be made as per the information provided by the registered taxable person or any information ascertained by the proper officer. On getting the necessary details on which amendment need to be made, the proper officer can approve or reject such amendment of registration certificate. It is important to note that the permission of proper officer is required in case of change in the core fields only. That is with respect to important fields only. For any other information, the registered taxable person can himself carry out the changes. So, only for certain important fields, the permission of the proper officer is required. Next, we will look upon cancellation of the registration certificate. The cancellation of registration certificate can be done in any circumstances that is mentioned as per the GST law and should be made by the proper department officer. The proper officer can cancel such certificate at either his own motion or by the application received from the registered taxable person or from his legal heirs in the case of death of such registered taxable person. So for any cancellation of registration certificate, it can be either through the application received from the registered taxable person or his legal heirs or at the motion of the proper officer. Let us look upon the various situations in which the proper department officer can cancel the registration certificate. The various situations are not filing the return as per the GST law for a period of continuous 6 months for normal registered taxable persons, and if it is a composition scheme person, it is 3 months. If he has not filed his return for continuous 3 months, the proper officer can cancel the registration certificate. And the third situation is not commencing the business within 6 months of taking the registration certificate as per GST law. So, the various situations in which the proper officer can cancel the registration certificate is: the first point, not filing the return by a normal taxpayer for a continuous 6 months, not filing the return for a period of 3 months by a compounding taxpayer, or non-commencement of business within 6 months by a registrant. And in any such scenario where cancellation of registration certificate is proceeded by the proper officer, the principles of natural justice should be followed. That is, a show cause notice should be issued and the opportunity of being heard should be provided to the registered taxable person. Then only the proper officer can cancel the registration certificate. It is important to note that cancellation of registration certificate as per one act, either CGST or SGST act, whatever it may be, will equally apply to the other act also. So cancellation in SGST will equally apply to CGST act. It is deemed that the cancellation will be done for both acts. What will happen if there is a willful misstatement, fraud or suppression of facts through which any person has obtained registration as per GST law? In such a scenario where the registration was obtained through willful misstatement, fraud or suppression of facts, the registration will be cancelled with a retrospective effect, and other provisions regarding fine, penalty or any other consequences will follow that person who has obtained the registration in illegal way. So hope in this video you have understood the various points regarding amendment or cancellation of registration certificate which was issued as per the GST law. You might have been already learned about how will the treatment for the registration certificate obtained through willful misstatement, fraud or suppression of facts. Thank you.